The only way I can stop focusing on my own pain sometimes is giving back to others. Hey, this is Anthony Delabano, and you're watching Rise of the Machines.
Using a tool such as Narcan vending machines can save lives.
Narcan is the opioid reversal drug that does save lives. Every family in some way or another is touched by substance use disorder.
In humanity, we are a community. We only have each other.
And so together, through the Rise of the Machines, we hope that we can make a difference within society.
Addiction and addicts are really a funny thing. Once you've started something, it's really hard to stop. You know, I grew up in a pretty rough household. I got to watch my mom get beaten. She left me when I was 12. Spectre 45 was a band that I started with my best friend Frankie when I was 15, and we played in it for 10 years of our lives. I was struggling with addiction pretty bad, especially alcohol, pills.
Someone quiet down the voices in my head.
Addiction and mental health hit many of us.
I get the feeling that I'm gonna lose it in the end.
Things went real bad real fast. My bandmates committed suicide. And then a lot of people passed away after they committed suicide. You know, I ended up struggling for years trying to find help, going to rehab, going to jail. I ended up getting sober, and one of the key elements of that was giving back. And I never forgot that.
Like a loser, but I just don't care.
After being 10 years sober, I ran into PTSD again.
That's wrong, but I'm really not there.
Some people tried to commit suicide. One in front of me freaked me out. I looked back at that tool. What can I do? I decided, what if those of us that are recovering from crisis had a way to channel our outlet into good? I'm the founder of Conscience Conduit and of the Opioid Response Coalition with Cynthia. One of my favorite people in the world, Cynthia, who started Livegy. She and I did the Narcan vending machines together. Cynthia is my hero.
My name is Cynthia Pursley Cole. I am the founder and the president of Livegy, a nonprofit with a mission of helping people stay alive.
Got a nun!
Oh, that's so amazing.
I just revealed to Cynthia the wall-mounted Narcan vending machines.
My stepson passed away. Brian was a fantastic young man. This was one of my favorite pictures of Brian as a teenager. He was a soccer player. This was one of the happiest days of his life, his graduation day. Really a young man, had worked on Wall Street, was also an addict. And he had passed alone on the streets of San Francisco. People just walked by. That gave me the inspiration to do something. I went into a couple bars and I gave them boxes of Narcan. The medical term is Naloxone for this medication. I showed them how to use it.
Livegy provided us education and the networks to be able to make the biggest impact across our state and nation. TORC is the combination of Conscience Conduit and Livegy.
The Opioid Response Coalition. He purchased these old vending machines, old pantyhose machines, and some of them were old cigarette machines. Through refurbishing those machines, involving artists to paint them, then he was able to create a work of art that actually saves lives.
That grew into doing over 30 of these vending machines and have an incredible art show, Art of the Machine.
What's going on? Show me what you did.
I did a lot of street art and graffiti art. I went to the hospital. I actually flatlined when I was out there, and all I really had was just the things around me. This can give somebody a second chance to life.
I want them to know there's a community that is caring about them.
They're not scary and they don't look too clinical, and sort of makes it a little more welcoming for people. Sort of like a beacon of community in a way.
So what I'm showing you right here is a QR code on that says find help, and you enter your zip code and then you search. And then here, food, housing, goods. So there are all these resources right here, literally at your fingertips. All one has to do is put it here and then push it all the way up into the person's nasal passage.
A lot of people don't know how to use Narcan. However, the QR code shows people how to do that in 30 seconds. That's underneath the 5 minutes that it takes to save somebody's life. Over 86% of people are looking for help or learning how to use Narcan. In addition to that, we receive survey information telling us about the zip code and location information so that we know where to employ these things. It's hard to get Narcan into marginalized communities. For me, it's very simple. Collect the data, find out where people are dying, and show up. you'll be surprised to hear what they say. When we first had a first supporter in San Antonio, Rise Recovery, they purchased one of our vending machines, and it was the first time with this project that somebody truly believed in us.
The Narcan vending machines that we have on campus are free to the public, and all you do is pull the tab on the machine and the Narcan is dispensed. Rise Recovery is a nonprofit organization that helps adolescents and their families recover from substance use disorder. My name's Abby Martin. I am the outreach specialist for Rise Inspire Academy.
The recovery high school that's unique. Not all schools have recovery options.
I have some stories from some of our students who have had firsthand experiences with Narcan. When I was a little girl, about 3 or 4, my uncle had to get Narcan used on him. Narcan saved his life despite him choosing to slowly kill himself every day. It just makes me feel sad that a lot of the students that we work with, they come in with so much trauma and all these adult issues, and our kids shouldn't have to be exposed to these traumatic situations at such a young age. I worked here for 2 years and 7 months, and there's been 2 different instances of us having to Narcan a youth. One of the instances was I found a youth unresponsive in the girls' restroom. We had to administer medication 4 times until she woke up. Unfortunately, we have lost multiple students to substance use. One was mental health related. CDC reports overdose remains the leading cause of death for Americans 18 to 44. That means that it's still very much important for us to get Narcan out into the community. This is the data from Rise Recovery of Narcan dispense. Our projected total for this year is 1,000 doses of Narcan. That means that we're getting a lot of life-saving medication out into the community, and that is in turn saving lots of lives.
Because of Rise Recovery, we expanded out of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex.
To places like Washington, North Carolina, New Mexico. The new machines are wall-mounted, hold 70 pieces of Narcan, just like the large machines, and can be placed anywhere. Not only that, they're not costly. Here we are in Garland, Texas at 3D Print Hub, where our Narcan wall-mounted units are being printed. We're going to be producing these machines all over the United States, giving them to colleges and sororities and fraternities. What you are seeing is the production of our Narcan vending machines here over at Hollyfab. The great team here helped us create from our mock-up, which was made out of plastic, into full metal versions of wall-mounted Narcan vending machines. From start to finish, it hits my heart. I always wanted to be an inventor, and I ended up being a musician/artist. So to be able to bring this all together in one project that saves lives means the world to me.
How incredible your idea has now come to life.
That's
and
really cool.
Bringing this to life will save lives.